Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. And I'm just going to keep on giving you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That $40-ish and $100 range, most of these are way less than that, and a good number of these you can find at your local rack stores. Real quick, I just want to say, all of you that subscribe, thank you guys, because like when I first started this channel, I thought, if I get 30 subs, that'd be super cool if I can get 30 people to follow me. Wouldn't that be awesome? I have like 30 subscribers, like just little on me talking about stuff that I love. And I'm almost 5,000. You guys are awesome. And that thumbs up button really, from what I understand, does a lot for the algorithm because it's like interactive. So just please hit that thing. You know what I mean? I don't just like throw these videos together. I like think about them and really try to like bring good content. So just thank you guys. Let's get into this fragrance, right? So I did a first impressions on this fragrance, and I was very limited on what I could explain about the fragrance itself because it was my first time feeling it, seeing it, smelling it. All I could do was tell you what it smelled like right then and there and what the projection seemed like right then and there. So I was very limited to how well I could paint a picture and describe this particular fragrance. And now that I've wore this thing several times, I know how it acts, how it morphs, how long it lasts, what the projection is, the complement factor, all of that stuff. And I'm talking about Lattafa's Atlas in this like army green type box. It says Atlas right there on the side, almost in like a military print. Back has that holographic Lattafa emblem, authenticity verification, some information on the back of the box. It opens up like a book and it is magnetized. So that's pretty cool. So the presentation is real nice. Like you feel like you're getting something. The little felt in there, it holds the bottle into place really nice. Has description of the notes in there. It says it's aquatic, C notes, two different things in the top. The mid is jasmine and cologne, C-A-L-O-N-E, not like the cologne you wear, but cologne. And the base is cedarwood atlas, musk, and ambroxan. That's what this says. The bottle, that oceanic kind of greenish color, the atomizer cap looking like it's stone or something really heavy. It's like steel. This little thing right here is like paper with like aluminum or something in it, and it says Lattafa right on the top. Heavy bottle, real heavy bottle, 55 milliliter. Atomizer is super straight, nice atomizer. So I told you the notes right off of that. Fragrantica throws in, I think, iris and lemon, and Parfuma.net throws in seaweed. So what I get in this when I'm wearing it is it's sharp up top, like that lemony sharp thing with a boatload, no pun intended, like a boatload of marine, aquatic, sea notes. It's very oceanic, it's very sea. I definitely, I don't necessarily smell seaweed, but it takes me to that place of being at the ocean and seeing the seaweed and just taking in that oceanic breeze. It really does that. In the dry down, it starts getting a little bit more earthy, mossy. The ambroxan isn't loud, but it's in there. It does have like an ambroxan feel, but it's not real loud. But like I said, in the dry down, when it starts morphing a little bit, it still maintains pretty much everything that you're smelling at the beginning and just gets a little bit more earthy. That's about it. So a very, very aquatic, marine, little bit of floral, sharp lemon up top, and it's kind of piercing. When I first smelled this, I thought it was going to be like almost like that Invictus kind of loud at first. You know how it's like super sharp? This is sharp, but it's like a higher pitch or something to me of like a sharpness of a fragrance. And the longevity is stellar on this thing. It's very good. So the performance on this thing is so good that I know somebody showed them this fragrance, squirted it on their hand so they could give it a test run. Really liked the way that it smelled. The next morning, messaged me, said, I can still smell that thing on my hand. Went to work, rode around in an ambulance all day. Halfway through the day said, I still smell this thing on my hand. By the end of the day, they said that they showed their coworker the spot on the hand that was squirted, and the coworker smelled it and said, I've been smelling that all day and I was wondering where it came from and it smells amazing. One squirt, 24 hours later, and filling up an ambulance so that the coworker should smell it. So, good performing fragrance, stellar performing fragrance, probably my longest lasting fragrance, potentially. It's good enough to where you got to be careful because you can go nose blind on these kind of things, right? 4 squirts, I'm thinking like it's gone, didn't really apply anymore. But like 8 hours, I'm like, it's gone. I'm still catching whiffs of it, but you know, it's turning into that small thing. I'm thinking, right? I was wearing like a gym sleeveless shirt, didn't really get sweaty or anything, and you know, hang it back up, wear it at the gym or whatever the next day. It was in my closet for like 3 or 4 days, and I go to put it on, and I was like, holy cow. I was getting strong doses of this. Like I was like, what fragrance am I gonna wear today? Well, I couldn't, because it was so loud with this. All I could do was just like, if I wanted to project a little more, put a squirt on that 1 squirt, and I'm good for the rest of the day. And so this is June of 2024. This is a brand new bottle. And yeah, so the performance is great on this thing, and the projection is pretty good as well. So that's a huge bonus on this thing. Summertime fragrance, daytime fragrance, casual. Again, it's very fresh. It's very salty marine. It's not really a safe blind buy fragrance though. This thing could be polarizing to some because it's so loud, and you really got to like the way this thing smells, because you're going to smell like that the rest of the day, which is awesome for some of you guys. It's like one of the most important things. And performance, to me, I'm a sucker for a good performance fragrance. I want that thing to last, and this one does that. So I'm very happy with that, because a lot of times fragrances don't on me, but this particular one does. So if you're looking for something that's very marine, salty, aquatic, a little bit sharp, lemon, same kind of like that little bit of crispness that's in like Halloween Man Hero up top is in this, but with that boatload of marine aquatic saltiness, some seaweed in the backdrop, some woody earthiness during the dry down, and you're going to get this. It's a unisex fragrance. There's also that white floral, the jasmine that's in here, kind of bridging the gap between male and female. So it's a unisex fragrance. And overall, I'm giving this thing man, it's an 8.5. It's an 8.5 because the scent profile is like a 7 or a 7.5. But I'm adding up a decent amount of points because the performance on this thing, it really does not lack in performance whatsoever. Beast mode. And I'll say beast mode for many fragrances, but I have to for this one. So, if you're looking for a very, very long-lasting, loud, inexpensive, good quality, I have not smelled the original of what this is cloning. Orto Parisi, Megamari, or however you pronounce it. I haven't smelled that, but apparently it's a beast too, and apparently this is a very, 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 very close rendition to it, but I can tell you that the quality in this is truly there. As a standalone fragrance, this thing is great. So if you want a loud, long-lasting summertime fragrance, look no farther than this guy, but be forewarned that it is loud, and you could offend people if you overspray with this. So less is more with this one. 3 or 4 sprays is more than enough. More than enough. So that's my final thoughts on Lattafa's Atlas. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. Until next time.